Hey, what you got for me?
So here's the thing. I think my DM is burning out. So we have a weekly game that's been going. Me and him, super good friends. But lately, I've started to notice that his characters are getting like his NPCs are getting real disaffected, real standoffish. Paths to success are kind of limited, and the and he's getting real railroady. So I think he might be burning out. I have a campaign set up that we can go. So I just want to know, like, what advice would you have about talking to him potentially about, hey, it's not that you're doing a bad job or that you're unappreciated, because can't have a game without the DM. But you know, you might want to take a step back before you start thinking the game is like work.
Okay, so my advice would be, I mean, you pretty much it sounds like you've got it. Like just the way that you've talked about, like your concern, your willingness to open it up about it. It sounds like you're good. It sounds like you have a pretty good. You have the social skills necessary, I'll say, to approach this and say, is everything all right? Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, just like this is a close friend of yours. Like you've known each other for a while.
Yeah, best friend, best man at his wedding, all that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So yeah, you know when something's up, and it may not be D&D related. It may be real life related. It could be job, relationships, finances. Could be D&D. Could be like stuck on a boss in a video game. Like you just don't know. Um, so definitely, so talk to them about it. Like you're already going to talk to them about it, so you just want advice on like how to talk to them about it.
Yeah, like the main thing I want to get across is like, and this is kind of where I come into an issue because I want to tell them we're not having fun at the table. Like I'm playing a bard right now, eloquence. I roll ridiculous high persuasion deception. I rolled a 25 on something, and he's like, nah, he doesn't seem very receptive. And I go, not even to talking. So it's kind of in like a mix between I want what's best for him in terms of him loving the game in the long term, but I also want to let him know this isn't fun.
Okay. Uh, the main thing that I want you to focus on when you do talk to them is that something has changed. Um, and I don't want you to necessarily focus on the fact that something has, or I don't want you to try to figure out what's changed. I just want you to address the fact with this DM that something's changed. And I want you to leave it open to the possibility that maybe the change is on your end. Maybe your wants and needs have changed. Just be open to the idea. That may not necessarily be the case, but when you talk to the DM, I want you to say that, start by asking, like, be concerned, ask them what's up, and then kind of lead into um, the game is changing, and I'm up, I don't like it, or I don't like the direction that the game has been going lately, and be sympathetic.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I think it's a little hard for him because we just came back from a TPK besides my character because I was off sick that day.
uh-huh.
So I think having him already being kind of burnt out and trying to incorporate more characters and everything and try to get them back in, I think that really maybe put a nail in his coffin.
Yeah, so yeah, talk to them about that. Make sure you focus on the changes, or make sure you focus on what has changed since. How long has this been going on, roughly? Give me an idea.
As far as him having,
Yeah, when do you
uh,
think the burnout started? Was there like one
honestly,
event? It's
like
been gradual.
it's been gradual because like the last 4 or 5 sessions we play every other week. So the last 4 or 5 sessions have kind of been like you know pulling at the threads a player would normally play at, and there's nothing there. And I think it agitates him, and I think that kind of worsens it. Just as it's been going, I think it's just been progressively getting a little worse.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough conversation, no matter how you approach it. Just I mean, y'all are close friends, so you know him better than most. What was the other thing I was going to say? Also, focus on what you liked from before that you don't like now. So another option would be, rather than talking about the things that have changed that you don't like, talk about the things that have changed that you miss. You know, like, oh man, I really liked it back when we used to do X, and you fill in the blank, kind of thing. That would be another good way to approach it.
Yeah, and I think bringing that up and kind of maybe segueing it into, are you okay? Like, do you not have the time, or you just not want to think about stuff like that anymore for a little while?
Are they a player in any D&D games? Do they like playing?
See, that's the thing. Like, they do like playing, but they've been DMing at least 1 or 2 games a week for the past 2 years.
Okay. I was going to say, do you notice anything with the other games that they play in? Like, or is it just, do you notice anything with the other games that they play in? Like, are they doing the same thing? Are the same issues popping up in the other game that they're running from that you've noticed?
I'm not sure. I'm not part of those other games.
Unsure. Okay. Are you in a game with them that they play?
No, he's just DMing right now.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough conversation. You need to be prepared for that conversation as well, because you have no idea what's going to come up. It could be something serious, you know?
Yeah. And like I said, the main thing I want to do is not to say, hey, I'm not having fun, this is stupid. I want to say, hey, I really think this might be taking more of a toll on you than you think, and I don't think I think you might want to take a step back, maybe play a little.
That could be one way. That could be one way to do it. Have you tried DMing?
Yeah. We're going to be doing a campaign soon, a Spelljammer campaign.
Nice.
So should be fun, but we're only halfway through the campaign we're on now. So.
Wait, are you going to be running that DM?
Yeah, I'm going to be DMing the Spelljammer campaign.
No, when you DM, is your current DM going to be playing in it?
Yes.
There we go. Okay. Cool. That'll be a really good indicator. Like, if they're you'll be able to tell the burnout if that mood carries over as a player. You'll be able to tell then for sure.
I'm hoping getting him into a player role will maybe take some of the pressure off him. He can enjoy the game a little more.
There are some people, speaking from experience, that prefer DMing to playing, and playing is actually, like, being a player is actually more stressful than being the DM. Sometimes.
Yeah, I know a couple people like that, but after a couple of years, I think you might. Always good to take a step back.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your perspective.
I wish you the best with your friends.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go fine.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you kindly.
Have a good one, bud.